Well, Matt, tightly fought game. We've been on the wrong end of a few late goals in games like that this season, so it must be nice to be on the right end of one.
Yeah, exactly that, Tony. It's another tight game, not a lot in it. Thought a draw was probably a fair result. If anything, I felt slightly, if anyone was maybe going to get the winner, it was probably us. We didn't really challenge their goalkeeper though, but we've had a great chance with Donovan getting cleared off the line. In all fairness, they had a good chance as well with Amon's header just going over the bar. But I've always felt we were slightly the more likely. But you couldn't have argued with a point. But like you say, to many times this season be on the wrong end of a late goal, or to get it back in our favour today is really pleasing.
I think too much credit to both sides, because the week they've had for putting on what was a pretty entertaining game in the circumstances. Both sides, I think, can be pleased with the way they played. Yeah,
it's been difficult for both camps, and we're not the two only clubs in this country who are in a similar position. Could only name 16 today. Brad House hasn't trained at all, put him on the bench, nor has Kenny Davis. Ben Wyatt really, he would play normally, but just something a little twinge in training this week, but fit enough just about if we needed him to go on the bench there. Obviously we've got a 40-year-old fitness coach on there as well, so a light bench, but Enzio with his first start for a long while as well, and first minutes to play 90 is fair credit to Enzio, and I thought he did well. Tanto playing out of position for us and doing well, so a lot of good performances, but again, typical us. I think there's many ways we have to try and win a game, and especially this time of the year and under the circumstances, we've managed to grind out another win.
And cracking start, only to concede 2 minutes later. What was your view on the first 10 minutes?
Yeah, I didn't think we got off to the greatest start before the goal, and then suddenly we find ourselves 1-0 up. A great ball in and a superb header from Omar, and to find ourselves 1-0 up, I was obviously pleased early on, but to concede so quickly after, and letting Caprice come in there inside on his right foot and getting the shot away, it was very disappointing to go level so quickly.
And then, as you say, sort of 50-50 game for much of the rest of the time. But then bringing Richie Bennett on, was it tempting to leave Omar on for the whole 90 minutes, because he'd been causing them all sorts of problems?
Richie has done so well since he's joined the club, and he's such an impact for us that I think it wasn't so much that we were looking to give Omar 90. The thoughts were just bodies and who might go down. Kizzy's first game for a long while, and Tanto playing out wide and not for a while. Enzio, no different. Omar, there was many Barden playing in midfield, so we weren't rushing on the substitutions, and Jace was in contact, sitting in his bedroom isolating, so he was in contact with Andy Little on the bench there, and we were in dialogue and him watching from the camera, so we were seeing how we were, but we didn't want to rush the subs quickly or force us into the changes just in case we needed them, like we did in injury time when with two have gone down, we've had to bring two on.
And Richie, having come on, made a major impact and won the penalty.
Yeah, he's done well when he started, and he's done well when he's come off the bench, and he certainly made an impact for us today, and he gave us that little bit of spark we probably needed at that stage of the game, and then to go and win the penalty for us was brilliant.
And pressure penalty a minute before the end. Did you watch?
Yeah, I'm not too bad like that, Tony. It's listen, it is what it is, isn't it? You can't control it. But what I do know is Rob, since day one he's been involved in this football club, has been absolutely outstanding. He's played in several positions for us. He's a great professional. He's a great character in and around the lads. His set piece delivery is excellent, and then when you're looking for a guy to step up in the 89th minute to put a penalty away and then smash it in the top right there is outstanding. So I'm really pleased for Rob, and it's pleasing to get that late goal and win the game.
And then the ball went up that says 6 minutes, which you could probably have done without, particularly with players beginning to look as though they were going down, as you say. Two
probably made me more nervous, Tony, that one. No, and then you say your body's going down, and you're just trying to see it through, and I thought we saw the game out quite well.
And John Barden and Isaac coming off today, was that just the effect of playing?
Just fatigue, just literally fatigue there, and just giving everything as they always have done, and now we saw it through.
And 39 points, I think now, back up to third place in the league, close to the point where you want the points target you've got to make sure that we're a League 2 club again next season. To
be sitting here turn of the new year on 39 points is an absolute credit to everyone, how hard we've worked as a club to get where we are, both on and off the pitch. But we've got another big game on Tuesday night that we want to progress through and get to the quarterfinals of the Papa John's. So I'm not looking too much ahead too far ahead. Next league game is now on to Tuesday night in the Papa John's against Colchester, and seeing where all the bodies are come Monday morning.
And we've seen the players that aren't here today. With the COVID, I guess they're all ruled out for Tuesday. And
yeah, obviously with a lateral flow, not often are they wrong when they're positive. So they're gone for PCRs. We're waiting for results back to confirm that. But while you're having a PCR, you've obviously got to isolate. So that's why they're missing. So will they come back positive or negative? We'll have to see. But no, we're pretty thin on the ground at the moment.
Unlikely to be too many changes from today, then.
No, exactly. Our squad is what our squad is at the moment. We may have one or two back, but no, we'll have to stick together and see it through.
And we're in the transfer window now as well.
Yeah, and it probably changes things a little bit. I was, if you'd asked me a week or two ago, I was really happy with where we are and what we're at. But now COVID and the effects of it is certainly will have an impact. So we'll have a chat with Bruce on Monday and see where we are.
But first of all, Tuesday night against Colchester, Papa John's, we wish you well, and great spirit again amongst the lads today. Brilliant win, well done.
Yeah, brilliant. Cheers, Tony. Thanks a lot.